Is that any better, guys? Can you hear me now? I took it whenever I first got on. I was getting ready and okay, I think we got the sound back together now. Is that better now? Sounds like two syllables. Well, Lemon, I heard you got the gold. I said, I want a loop. That'll get me the gold. That's what I was saying. Hello, CJ, Brian Hoover, man, John Salisbury. It's me, Brian, Ron Duncan, a lot of my friends. I see my buddy Lincoln. How you doing, my friend? Let's see. Hey, the dog should be barking. I'm an important person. Didn't you know that, Lemon? All right. I think we have things coming about now. Okay, I was told I had to do a subject on errors and varieties, something I know a little bit about. Oh, Lemon, you go right ahead and guess. Heck, I'm trying to guess what my clue is so far. I was supposed to have a clue sent to me, and nobody sent it to me, so, you got to do without. Or no, you know what, I thought about it, actually. It's like, I got the clue. The first one to send, no, just kidding. We'll give the clue out a little later. We ain't going to do it that soon. We'll do it when I run out of topics. How's that sound? Yeah, Paula, I know you did. I know you did. I'm just pulling y'all's leg. Okay, guys, we're going to go over, yeah, you're right. Hello to all. Too many to mention. That's my beautiful wife, Flordelina. Many of you have seen her. She is so awesome. She helps me out on my auction site whenever we do live auctions. But we're going to do a little topic. It's called for variety and errors. That's one of the terms, even myself, when I was young, I made a big mistake on. I remember talking to a gentleman who was big time in the variety field, and I had a monster variety. 1946 Walking Liberty half. It was a Mint State 65, and it was a double die reverse. And I was saying, man, look at my error I got. And boy, I'll tell you what, I got a 5-minute chewing out that I've never forgot it. Wonderful man, though. He helped me out a lot. Oh, cool, Ken. I like that. Hey, if I make up the clue and nobody knows my clue, maybe I can get the win. That wouldn't work. I've been busy. We took, and me and Flordelina have been down at a coin shop all day going through a bunch of just a hoard of coins. Now, I'm going to show you a couple things. We're going to start off, I want to show you a variety. It's going to be the first one. This one, I just got this today, okay? This is the 1934 piece dollar, 34 Denver piece dollar. Got the double tiaras. These lines aren't supposed to be there. Those are extra tiara lines. It's because it's a double die. Now, I just picked this up today. It was one that's what I do, guys. I cherry pick varieties and errors. This one here, now it's an ugly coin, as you can see. I don't know. I think there was a beaver chewing on that or something. I really don't know what happened to it. But it's just a shame. I'm just so happy it wasn't the VAM 4. Because the VAM 4 is about 20 times rarer. The way to tell the difference between the VAM 3 and the VAM 4 is right there, your D mint mark. If you have a D that you see the center of that D, if you can see the inside of that D, you have a VAM 4. And that thing is worth about probably close to 2 to 4 times what this VAM is. Not that particular of a good one. Now I've got one, I'll tell you what, I think I can even stomp some people with this. This is a variety as well. You got about 50% for with it and 50% without it. Now let me take, and I just wonder, who notices what's wrong here with this picture? Because some people, if you was to look at this reverse, you'd say, wait a minute, what? And I say that because this right here little line, this extra array, well, it's 4 lines, Lemon, but pretty close. Most of them only have 3. There you go. I know it was probably a typo. I know Lemon. He's a smart cookie when it comes to these things. If you have a 1921, then this is going to be common on the high relief. But in 1935, the 35 San Francisco, you can get it with that line on it. About half of them have that line, the other half do not. These are varieties. The first two coins I showed you has been a variety, okay? Just so that you know. Let's take a look at an error. Now this is an error. Why do I say it's an error? Because you know what? Let's take a look at that. You see how nice and pretty it is? Real nice. Got a little bit of cupping to it. Again, nice. Now let me just set this one on top of it. This is almost the same. Little cupping. Go to another one. Huh. Again, almost the same. Those are all errors. Those right there, a lot of people don't realize the difference between an error. Now let's see if we can get them a little bit to where we can get them closer and look at them a little better. I'll put the two that are try to. Believe it or not, even though it's so close to being the same, and I know this is going to be hard, guys, and I apologize. Let's see if I can do it this way, maybe. Well, here, we're just going to do it like this. I want to make it simple. Even though they're very close, there is actually, even if it's microscopic, there's a difference. That's what makes the difference between an error and a variety. Now, the difference is with an error, it's a mistake that was made by the mint that they did not, struck by a broad. That's a good one, Ken. Maybe it was. I don't know. Because, 1999, it very well could have been. But I understand broad strip. These coins here, you may get them that look similar. And, maybe 20 people would have a broad strip. But they're all going to be minutely different. And like I say, that's what's going to give you the discernment of an error. Just like you get a little clip. Okay, that's just a minor clip. Well, that clip, it's going to be different than another clip. Here, let's look at a different clip. There's another minor clip. Well, okay. And yet, there's another clip. All those are minor. I understand that. But that's where you're going to get, that's the definition, the true definition of an error. Now, where your varieties, like on the piece dollar I just showed you, there's going to be multiples of the same thing. I'm going to try, and I say try, because this is the part, this is where I got to use my 10 PV scope, and it really just bothers me a little bit. But, okay, I'm going to try and keep that out of there. Now, let's take and adjust that just a little bit. Maybe I can pull that light, get it out of my hair. And if I have to, I'll be honest, I may just take these out of there. No, I don't think. We can do it. Okay, that's the 63, 3/3. People have seen that that's been here on my site. Now, there's one. I'm going to pull another one in there. And see there, it's pretty much identical. This was struck into the die by a mint employee. And when you get a variety is just going to take and give you pretty much everything's going to be the same. Now, I say that, but there's a break in that rule. There's a difference to that rule, okay? The reason I say there's a difference in that rule, because in varieties, you can have varieties on just plain coins. A good example would be the 1917 Mercury dime. There's two different varieties for the 1917 Mercury dime. One of them they use the obverse for the 1916. The other one, I don't have mine here. I do have one. I've got a 17 Mercury dime with the, it's basically in the hair and the wings on Liberty, or whatever you would call them. I call them the wings of Liberty. And that's the variety, okay? Not to be confused with type coins, which I happened to see on the last stream. We've seen a few types, commemoratives, and I've seen I believe it was a 1856 or 7 Flying Eagle. So those are the difference. You have your varieties, you have types, and you have errors. But we're going to stay on the topic of variety and errors. Now, another, well, you know, I almost hate to go to that. I'm going to just show these off on the other scope. Now, this one here, somebody has asked me about this here variety. Somebody was saying, hey, 1917, no designer initials on a buffalo nickel. Well, as far as I know, this might be the only one known to exist. Oh, hey, how you like that? That camera's working pretty good. I am always looking for the 1917 double die reverse, which this one was not. But this one here, like I say, they give me, it's just gone so far away. It really is, I mean, it's a nice example. Another nice variety would be like this here, your 1995 double die. I could take and, I was hoping that would show up. I know, Frank, I agree. I said it was working. Now it's going to start messing up, isn't it? It is under the date, Ant. No trace treasure. The clue hasn't been said yet. Let me try and do a different variety on a different scope here. This one here, I took, and I got this from my good friend, Lemonhead Penny. Now, Lemon took, and he was talking about how, he's right, he does get cherry-picked a lot. This right here is the 2004 Denver, and this is supposed to be an extra ear now. This is a little bit lower grade, but that's a very, very, very nice. No, Rachel, variety is not a repeated error. That's why I showed the 3 broad strikes. Broad struck can be repeated many times, but there's a difference in it. Variety will take, it will repeat, yes, but it'll be the same because it's in the die. It is actually in the die. It's not, I mean, when this here was made, this particular coin, when that, each one of those pennies that were made with this die has this in the die itself. It was hubbed onto the die. Now, this is just one of the examples. Okay, Lemon, I'll take your word for that. As I say, the difference is, well, I've got a few others here. Just to give you here, I think this might give you another ideal of an error as opposed to a variety. Okay, this is an off-center. Now, this is an off-center. That's an off-center. And that's an off-center. But they're all just a little different. Those are all errors. Because, again, they all change. And, again, even if you get 2 that look extremely similar, most of the time, they're going to be just a little bit different. Yeah, Lemon, you know what? I'll be honest. I'm going to grab my clips. Did I get any of those out? Let me see here. I showed a few small clips. I seen you showing off your pretty quarter clips, which those were nice. Let's see here. Oh, here's one for you, Lemon. And in fact, this here might be nice to show you. Now, even though there's some damage on top of that, right here is a clip on the 1907 Indian. Now, I showed that one because I do have a second one here. But this one here, the clip is very minor, but it's right here. Now, I don't know, maybe I can, yeah, see, you can see it. It's just a minor clip there. Just a little minor one there. Again, that's an error. Now, here's an error. A lot of people don't know about this here. Somebody said, rag? No. What happened there, this is a late stage die cap. Now, what the stage is, I don't know. An earlier date, I was looking for my early stage die cap, and it a lot of times will show what looks like the memorial would be reversed. It's not damaged. It was not made at home. They're die caps. It's just the early die stage. This here's another die cap. Now, how do you know what's earlier than the other? You can tell by how much Lincoln is showing. This one here, well, if I can get my camera to go back again. There we go. Now, the way you can tell what's earlier than the other, the earlier die cap is going to be more mushy than the later stage die cap. The later the die cap is on and it keeps pounding out coins, the more of the image below, because what's capping the die itself will thin out. The copper will literally thin out to almost nothing. So these are pretty late die state caps, but they are considered, I mean, those are errors. Now, we got this one here. When I first got it, I was a little concerned about this. And I'll get with you on that in a moment. Let's see here. I'm going to catch up a little on the chat. So, Robert, with a clip that minor, how you differentiate the difference between a clip and the coin getting smacked? You can tell by the Blakely effect. Thank you, Cheapskate Coin, for asking that question. It's a great question. And the RPM on that one, the Allen, you know, I've got a nice BU example of it, but it's hard to take and it's hard for me to describe it right here on this without having my example here close to me. Now, I want to show this because, you know what? Everyone says, yeah, straight line clip. Well, when I first got it, I wasn't certain because of this right here. Now, I'm going to put this under the other scope. I think I can get it to look. Or work, I'm sorry. Okay. Now, see here, that was sitting down there at the bottom. I thought, wow, that maybe was damaged. And I thought maybe somebody had damaged this coin. But, again, when I turned it over, you know, whoops, sorry. When you see the flow line right through here and here coming down like that, and you move over, it's actually, you can see that the flow lines right here are pulling down, and the same as right here. You move to the top and you get that Blakely effect right up here. That tells me that was it was clipped before it was struck. That's what makes that a straight line clip. It does have damage on it. I don't know who done the damage on it. Where'd it go? Right here. I don't know if that damage was done. I believe it's done after the mint. In fact, I know it is. It's just a shame. But this here was hidden in a collection that I'd purchased. See, here's another big scratch. I don't know if somebody thought the stupid die was broke and they just scratched it up or what. It's not a staple. It's too big for a staple, Ant. At least that's my opinion of it. But those are some of the differences from your errors as opposed to a variety. Let's see. I've got some BIEs if you want to see. Let's see. I got some clips on the dimes, got some double clips. I got some on, I got a ragged, it's not so ragged actually, but I got some clips on nickels. Another variety, again, that's possibly not a variety as far as like a double die or a repunch mint mark or an over mint mark, could be like on the 1964 Kennedy half dollar. You've got two different dies that were being used. It's said that Jacqueline Kennedy took and seen the original design, and she wasn't real happy with the hairlines and things of that nature, so they took and they adjusted and they modified the die. Once they do that, that becomes a variety. And so that's what gave us the accented hair and exactly Paula Bloom. The accented hair, you got it exactly right. Now, there's two different reverses that were used on the Kennedy, so you have that as a variety as well. So those are basically, again, your varieties are what takes and A variety is in the dye itself. An error is not in the design of the dye. It's a mistake that was made. I mean, even though the variety is a mistake, as far as the doubling, they use the wrong hub or they misalign the hub, that takes, and that will, again, it's still a mistake, but it's not considered an error because it's in the hubbing. After that, if it's done off centers, well, I've got another one. Now, a lot of people make a mistake, like I'm about to show you. This here came through as a collection as well. It's minor, but they got this here, and they say broad stroke. Well, you can see it's a little off. It's not off much, so I don't mind it too much. But as you can see, it's off center. Well, what really is intriguing is it's nice and well centered here. Now, I know there's a lot of you that know what that is. Okay? Exactly, Aunt Mad. It's a misaligned dye. And actually, that does make this a little more valuable, even though it's minor. It's only maybe 2%. It's still considered a collectible. Now, the more you get, in fact, I just got to see today, guys. You talk about some beautiful stuff. My good friend, Brad Karloff, he owns Coins Plus here in Cincinnati, and it's one of the major stores I go to. He was showing me some of his bust collection. He has a 1811 or 1812 that it's a mad stripe. And I'm like, how did that happen? Because 1811, I mean, that was done with the screw press. So, or the, what do they call that press? Where's Ken Beebe? Maybe it is the screw press, but still, to misalign those dies would be kind of difficult, I would have thought. So, okay, let me see if I can catch up on the chat. Is there any questions about the variety as opposed to the errors? If you have any, I'd be happy to answer them if I had confused you even more. And by the way, my caps my broad strokes are a little, oh well, let's see. Every single die strikes a variety. Some are more collectible than others. One thread was struck. Yeah, the screw press can, like I said, how it got to be a mad die, and it's on a bust half. It was absolutely beautiful, to be honest. But I also seen a bust half that had no edge letters, which means it never made it to the upset mill, and there's no letters printed on it. You talk about a beautiful coin. Another thing, we got to see an 1812, I believe it was, bust half that had Chinese chop marks on it, which was crazy cool. Lemon, you're right. They've done it even longer than that. 5 years is one example. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of rusted dies in several series. In fact, I'm glad you said something about that, Lemon. Oh, you wouldn't believe what I found at the shop there, Lemon. But I'm going to show you guys. Now, this is a VAM 50, 1878. And this is a Morgan. Oh, I hope Cindy's not on here. This here, supposedly this was acid treated. And they call it the lava feathers. Now, I just picked this out today. And you get other, I mean, there's anomalies on this that it's really, now this in here is, it's just an interesting, this is the first one I've ever seen. Yes, everyone, please subscribe to everyone else. Yes, Cindy, don't look. You do not want this one. This will hurt. Yeah, they say, Lemon, that this here, right in this area here, and I didn't understand it. This is what the BAM World says. They say that it's considered acid treated, and they've got all kinds of words for it. But if you look up the 1878 BAM 50, you'll see it. BAM, let's see, where do we find it? And you can still find it on BAM World. You just got to click off the left side. It will still take you there. It's just a different setup. So, yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Start downloading all the pictures, Aunt. That's mainly the major issue with that one. This is going to be just a tad bit off topic, but I took and he had a collection come in. You talk about a worn out coin. That thing's worn out. Well, hello, Anna. But what I liked about this coin was after it was worn out, I turned it over and I seen that. I'm certain Lemon and Ken know what that is, but I digress. Now, here's an error, and this one is considerably, it's a 18, the Morgan that I just showed is the 1895S, Lemon. It's just the 1895S. Just that it was found in a lot of scrap. Yeah, that's what I said. It was kind of off topic on that one, guys. It wasn't too high, too low. It wasn't nothing. That was just one of the scarcer Morgan dollars. But let's get back to an error. Yes, Cindy Licious, this is not a BIE. This is the LIIB because this is on a 1995. It's one of the, thank you, Frank. Thank you very much. The Morgan 1895S, all that is, Ant, is it is strictly just a semi-key. I just had to show it off to Lemon. I found it in a scrap one. But yeah, this here is the 1995 LIIB, and to find them on a modern one, I thought they were totally gone. That might be, let's see here, no, I think that might just be in the lighting, the way the lighting's affecting it, cheapskate. That's what I believe it is. I was going to say, to be honest with you guys, I can show you varieties almost all day long. Aries, take your pick. Let's see. Let's see if I can stay with that one. Here's just a curved clip. See, I don't think that shows off too well. I have to change my camera. This is just a nice curved clip. Let me move that out of the way. Now this in here, Ken, no, it's not the Henning. There's your P. Here's a straight clip on a little ragged down there. And let's see here. There's another straight clip. This one's on a Roosevelt dime. You can see the Blakely effect down on the back side here. That will be right down in here, the Blakely effect. Lemon, I do not like waffles. I think they're disgusting. I think that the mint should never have allowed them out. They're not an error. They're not a variety of scrap. To me, I've had a few of them come in on in collections, and the truth is, the last one I had at the 2017 ANA Internet, I'm sorry, 2016 Central State Coins, I gave it to my coin club president to give away to a young person at their at the Young Newsmatist. Lemon, I don't even know. I don't look them up. I don't have an idea about them. I don't care about them. I think they're just, I mean, it's scrap. That's all it is to me, is scrap. Hey, people like them. I see it. I know there's a market for it. I just don't like them. I just, like I say, the mint letting them out or them getting out, I think that they are, I just think, I don't know, I just don't care for them. That's just my opinion. And listen, I tell everyone, this is a hobby. I chose my niche, as somebody said earlier, my niche is variety and errors. Now, I mainly am in varieties. Errors come along with that field. So, cheapskate, I just sold a shattered die on eBay. Somebody paid about $100 for a 2001, I think it was, Denver shattered die. That was the last one I have. Those are scarce. A lot of people don't realize how scarce they are. And I'll be honest, I was a little disappointed. Even though I found it in pocket change and it was probably a high AU, that's good money for it. But I was still hoping for a little bit more than that. But it's okay. I don't mind because I did get it out of pocket change. Okay, all I'll say is the ship of the States. Okay, and I missed that. Let's see here. Lemon, I get it. And if you can buy them and sell them and make some do-re-mi, hey, it's all great. It's just I choose not to on that particular. Like I said, I don't think it's an error. I don't think it's a variety. It's just a waffle coin, and it's scrap to me. But like I say, that's just my opinion. Let's see. I like them. That's the way with me, Paula. The only waffles I like is, and you know what, I like butter and sugar. That's a pretty good combination. I also would like to have my waffles with blueberries. So that's good. Let's see here. I want to imagine cheapskate. That's exactly what's happening, and you're just getting lucky to get a few. And a lot of people don't realize just how strong those dies are. I've got some. Would you mind grabbing me a die, please? Would you mind grabbing me a die, please? One of our dies?
Oh, okay.
Thank you. My wonderful and beautiful assistant. Not certain that they do. How do you identify the 44D10 Allen repunch date? 44D. The Allen 9.04B repunch date, and for so many, and it's very minor. At least one I've seen. Extremely minor. I mean, it's almost on every other one. Now, this in here, I just got this die out just to give you an idea. This is, I believe, a penny die. But, I mean, they got a lot of beef to them. And what will happen is this here, it can start cracking here and pushing this. Sorry about that. And start pushing this out. Okay, this is a nickel die. But it'll start pushing this out, and this die can hold together maybe 1,000 or 2,000 strikes. But these things are used to striking 500,000, 750,000. I mean, that's just the average die life anymore, so 1,000 is not very many. Never had that before, Lemon. Okay, thank you very much. Let's see here. I missed what coin. Let's see here. And yes, on the 4410 centavos, I've got an extreme amount of them. I bought rolls of them over in the Philippines myself. They were all BUs, and I would say 30 to 40% of every one was the recut date, if that's what you want to call it. You have a nickel die. CJ, I've got a penny, a nickel, a dime, and a quarter. If you need numbers on those, all you have to do is let me know. 1,000 strikes in about 2 minutes. Yeah, you're about right on that, Ken. Yeah, like I say, it's not a lot, and I don't believe they last that long. Now, I don't know exactly because if it's on a penny, it's going to last less. If it's on a, say, a $50, it may last more or less. Because you've got to take in, I mean, lemon, get your trigonometry and your pi and all that other stuff out and figure that number out. Because that would be, I mean, to figure those numbers out, you got to figure so many different things out. CJ, I will get you those, my friend. I'll be happy to. I would love to get you those. Be happy to get you every one of the specs on it. Just give me till about Monday of next week, and do me a favor, send me a reminder, because tomorrow I've got a coin show and doing this here. Let's see, I know I'm wrapping it up, but I believe Lemon is going to take and go later. We have 58 people live show watching right now, so I'm not certain. Let's see here. What other? I got some 57 BIEs. I got double dies. Oh, well, I don't know. See, I hate trying to do double dies and showing them on the scope. They just take and that scope bugs me. I'm gonna have to buy a new scope or something. I'm surprised they don't use titanium for the dies. It's designed specifically for downward impact strength. Cheapskate, that could be true, but I don't know enough about metals. But what Lemon just said, I am thinking that they would be too brittle where the striking, especially, could you imagine two titaniums hitting each other? I mean, where we get our die clashes, you get that one time, full force, wow, I would think it would just shatter and possibly explode. Let's see here. I missed what Dragon said. Let's see here. Good evening, Rust Belt Relic. Rescue? Awesome. Cool name. I like your name. Yeah, the tensile strength is what I think. Yeah, that's another thing. Very expensive. Now I see you, Coin Dragon. Sorry about that. Never thought about that item there. Pour the coins in instead of striking them. That would make a pretty ugly coin. Awesome! 25 new subs. Great. Welcome, everybody. I hope you stop by other times. We do auctions here from time to time, but a lot of times we just sit here and chat and talk about stuff. It's usually coin related. Sometimes we get off topic, but other times we take and we strictly talk different in depth, I would say, about coins. Yeah, you take and if you look, let me think here. I'm trying to think if I've got somewhere a poured counterfeit. I think I know where it's at. Let me think here a second. Because I could show you what one looks like if I can remember where I've got them set in. I do know that you just get a very grainy appearance. It don't always fill in too well. Not that good looking, if you ask me. Yeah, see, everyone's giving out good reasons why they're not using titanium. I don't know the exact reason, but I have a feeling after a couple hundred years, the mints have figured out what's probably best for the, making the dyes. We all know, looking at some of the older dyes, I mean, today's dye life is 10 times what it used to be back in the days. Back when the dye originally started in the United States mint, you would get maybe 50,000 to 60,000, and then your dye was done. Hey, thank you, Rob Stewart. But today we're getting anywhere from 500,000 to, I think in some instances I've seen some of the dyes where I think they've said they are getting like close to 1 million strikes off of one set of dyes. That's pretty good, going from 50,000 to close to 1 million. That's getting real good. I would be willing to bet Steve Elliott they can probably take and literally strike closer to probably 10,000 to 1 on the striking versus pouring. That would be my guess. cheapskate, that's a good idea. I've seen many odd style coins. I was gonna say, if anybody has any questions on variety and there is fine. If not, if you want to talk about something else to finish up the last few minutes here. Oh, we need a clue too. Clue's coming up here in just a minute. But I have no problem talking on any of the other products or, well, the other subjects. Quarter die is about $1 million. Is it about $1 million strikes, Lemon? I think that's what you're referencing on the striking. I think we're back there. Well, see, and that's what I say. And it could be over $1 million now, Ken. I mean, we're doing into the billions now of striking coins on some of the series. So, I mean, you got to have dies that are lasting real long. Frank, you are absolutely right. They did debate on making coins out of glass in 1943. So, many coins have been made in triangles. The Dairyland Digger. Many coins have been made out of triangles. They've made them out of many different shapes. I don't have any right off the top of my right here close because I didn't know we was going to go into that topic, but they've made them out of many things. Hello, Bill J version 2. Welcome to the show. Let's see here. Plus or minus, okay. Glass, plastic, cardboard. Yeah, I heard, Ant, that plastic was just recently discussed. They've already made, it wasn't money, it was the, what do they call those? OPAs. The OPAs. They made them out of a plastic, it was a plastic cardboard, kind of a composite that they mixed together. But it was used in a form of, as a form of money. Well, see, now, Ken, I've taken, and I think me and Cindy, we've discussed it. All right, I think I took, and it came out of the closet, and I said, I'm a hoarder. I'm a collector, I'm a hoarder, and I'm a seller. I'm like Lemon. I got to sell some of this hoard, so. Zinc plus copper plus electrolytes equals weak batteries. Okay. Yeah, I had some sofas like that too, at least back in the day. Dirt 30 with George? Yeah, I've got several OPAs. I don't think I have any around here. That's what they used for rationing food, gas, and a lot of other stuff back during World War II. I just don't have any in front of me, and my wife's busy right now. Hint, hint. Any of the OPAs. Just so I could show Aunt. We don't have any in here. No, it's in the other room, I think. Yeah, it's right there. The whole folder is. Let's see. I'm a joke around, smug around, midnight. Okay, Ken. Well, that's cool. Thank you. There's just some OPAs. Well, okay. Let me try and show them to you. See if I can get a page out. I got to move some things around in order to show you guys these. Let's see here. I'll show you some OPAs. And this here's a nice little set, actually. It's most of the way complete. There you go. OPA. Exactly, Mike Badger. Mike Badger knows it. They were made to make change for the ration stamp. You got red ones, and you got blue ones. And I know Mike knows all about those. I believe what was it? One was for, I believe, wasn't it, Mike? One was for food and dairy. The other was for meat, I believe. There's some of those extremely rare, and now those will bring you some big money. Now, I tell you what, I'd trade an OPA for a Big Mac coin. Ken, what's the rare one, Ken? I bet I got it. I don't think HU is. It's WW or MM or the, what, it's a WW or an MM that was made with the opposite. Either the W's made the M or the M made the W's. No, those are not random numbers. They were chosen for, and I believe, oh boy, they're not random, but I can't remember the exact. That's not my topic. Somebody needs to do a topic tomorrow on OPA, and you know what? I'll bet you, Mike Badger can take, and Mike Badger should do a complete seminar on strictly OPAs, because I believe he's one of the people that know them extremely good. And I would love to watch that Mike Badger. Hint, hint, hint. I know there's a lot to know about the OPAs. I took and I almost gave them away, and somebody told me I better look the prices up, and I did. So, let's see here. I've seen something. Oh, I know what I want to show you. Mr. Ken, that's not it. Here we go. I took and I've got me a new bag of, I do varieties checking in bags, and I get bags all the time. Check this out, Ken. I just pulled this out of a bag. And this bag's got a whole lot of red coins in it. So that's going to be an interesting bag to go by, or through. I took and I've also got this partial roll. I know it's a wheat, but it was in there. Lemon, I didn't say this rare, but finding in a bag uncirculated 1920 Lincoln cent, I think that's pretty awesome. And I mean pretty awesome. So, okay guys, I'm going to give you the hint. Everybody ready for a hint? What power loop do you use for varieties? Stephen Elliott. For a variety, if you take, and if you can see it with a 10X, those are usually pretty collectible. Now, I use a 14X because I search for some of the extremely minor ones, because specialty people, they want to get they want to get the whole series. Like, say, I know people that's working on the 1960 RPM series for Lincoln Cents, and there's like a gazillion of them. There's 260. I think my last discovery was 268. So, and they want them all, and some of those are extremely minor. So I use a 16X whenever I'm looking. Let's see here. Okay, we got 10 minutes. I just took, and I try to tell people when I'm searching, it's quick. I know the majority of the coins by heart. That one I'll keep because that's a better grade. But I know them by heart. I look where I need to. After I look, I move on. If you stay too long looking for a variety, people, your eyes will start to see things. You will start making things up. And that's not what you want to do. You want to go in, look. If you can't see them within a few seconds, guess what? You will take, and if you can't see it, it's not there. I'm just typing in the clue. Okay, now I will take and give you all a clue. And that clue is, there you go. How you like that? That is your clue from me. Now you can all run. That's the clue. Let's see here. You gonna roll two? Mark, I don't know. I've got rolls of Canadians. I just don't know what years. That's not my department. You'll have to ask my dear wife. You know what, Ann? If you've been watching them more, you might know the answer. I don't know it. Jeff W. says he knows it. I don't. So, I have a bunch of 60D RPM, small 8 and large 8. Steve Elliott, if you got small and large 8, yeah, there's 268 the last I had heard. Let's see here. It's not world population related. Well, that's good to know, Ken. But even though I think I have a clue, because I've only gotten a few of the dates, and I seen a pattern in what I seen on the dates, and actually, I better not go any farther because I don't want to give it away. But I don't know the answer. I was not, Ken, PED, and Paula, and them. They didn't think I was privy enough. They didn't want to give me tell me what it was. They just figured that I might tell somebody. Cheapskate coins. I think it has its own identity, which is just a blank planchet. You've got type 1 and type 2. Actually, I take that back because a blank planchet, it has to go at least through the upside mill in order to be considered a planchet. It's a slug prior to that. So, but I believe they have their own classification. Looks like a couple. I'd have to see some pictures of that, Mike. Let's see here. The dates match up for reviews. That might be right, Lemon. What do we give the answer? That's a good question, Snake. I don't know that either. Guys, I don't know what the answer is. Let's see here. Hello, Cheryl. How do we know who won? I have no clue. I'm not even trying for it, even though I know there's gold involved. I got my loop. That's all I need. That loop will make me a lot of gold. Because, let's see. Lemon, by the way, you had a spectacular show. I really, really liked that. I hope people listen to you. I tell them all the time, buy the book before you buy the coin. But all the things that you said is absolutely a necessity if you're going to get into varieties and errors. You need your loops. In fact, this is only one. I've got about 10 of them around here. I really don't need Lemon's loop. I'm going to get it. When I get it, I'll probably give it to some other young kid. But you need your loops. You need the books for the reference. Even though there's stuff online on the internet, there's a lot of stuff still not out there. I also like the magazines that he said. So everything is really, it was absolutely wonderful, Lemon. I really liked everything that you said. Dude, that was just absolutely awesome, and I mean that very, very much. Somebody had asked right here that, I could probably show this on the list. Someone says, how do you know a minor clip is not an error? It's very well noted on that. You can see it just by the Blakely effect, so that's easy enough to tell on that. Let's see here. Hey, Mike, like I said, I've actually got 5 or 6 of those, so I'll end up getting it, and what I do is I've got my grandnephew is staying with me. I could probably give him one of my 10X loops, and when I get the one from Lemon, it'll just be replaced then. But he wants to get into coins, so. Lemon, I meant every word of it too, my brother. I meant that every last word. So, guys, I think I've done all that now. I know Lemon's going to be on. If you're not subscribed to Lemon, get a hold of Lemon. I think he wants to take in. I think he's needing a little bit of beans and Kool-Aid for tomorrow. Oh, my wife wants to know if I want to give something away tonight. Oh man, do I have to give something away? Okay, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna play a lemon. Okay, guys, it's gonna be one deal only. I sell these for $25 a piece. Everyone knows, so it's not real stupidly valuable, but it's a 1963 over 3. I'm gonna give it away. How many people? Somebody tell me how many people do we have in our chat, please? My wife says there's 52. Okay, I see a lot say 53. Okay. I'm going to do like lemon. I'm going to change this over here so you can see it, guys. One momento. Okay, you can see it's empty right now. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. What?
What about asking them how old I am? So much better. So that only me and you know what my age.
I don't know. You told anybody else?
No?
Okay, listen. I'm going to take and I am going to give a number out. It's going to be between 1 and 55 because that should be more than enough. Let's do between 1 and 60. Okay. Let me think here a second. Okay. Here's a clue to the number I just wrote down. It's my wife's age. Go ahead and start guessing. First one right wins that 1963 double die. Yep. 1 to 55, Ken. Brian Hooper, you trying to get a date? Stop, 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 stop. Stop, 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 stop. I seen it, yep. Hold on a second. Let me go. Let me take and see. This is going to be fun to try and do. But, I don't know if I can do this or not. However, I want to show. Let's see here. One momento. Come on, camera. That showing up good enough? Tell him how old you are, and I'm going to try. What did you tell him? What number did you give him? Huh? Lord. What number did you give him? Okay, I just want to make certain you got it, because I know you told me the wrong number before. Okay, right there. I got Frank, Coin Dragon. He was the first one with the proper number. Congratulations, Frank. And just to let y'all know, no, I am not. Let's see what I do with it. Huh. Frank. Well, I have the suit. Oh. Sorry, it's all behind me. There's the number. Congratulations, Frank. Yep. Yeah, congratulations, Frank. Frank, I think I got your information, but if you would, throw me an email so I can get this out to you. It's yours. Thank you, everybody, for stopping by. Thank you for waiting for the last absolute minute. So, I definitely appreciate it. Let's see here. I'll say the one, somebody said 25 years old, really? Like, I think somebody's just trying to say, yeah. I know somebody's gonna take probably. I might go watch whenever we have our next auction, and whenever we go packaging those items, I'm gonna have to watch for and make certain that those people that did the 25 and 27 make certain they don't get no gold or nothing in there. So, okay, guys. I enjoyed it tonight. I will try tomorrow if I can fill in. I've got a coin show, as I said, so I don't know exactly when I'll be back and when I'll be available. But I hope to take, and if I get back in time and get an opportunity, I will take and try and fill in if we need any fill in for tomorrow, because I have nothing to do Monday. Well, I do have something to do Monday. I lied about that. I've got to go back down to the store and finish up the board that was brought in. So, okay, guys, thank you very much for stopping by. Hope to see you all again sometime soon. Lemonhead is going up. I don't know where he's at, but I'm certain you're all subscribed to Lemonhead. Go over there. I think he's going to take, and I think he's going to sell a few coins tonight. So I'm going to go over there and maybe sneak a peek for a minute, but I got a few things I got to get wrapped up. So y'all take care. Have a nice evening. And as always, happy hunting. Take care, guys.